Every disease industry is dominated by corporations seeking profits. There are billions in profits to be earned by those corporations from cancer, diabetes, heart disease, cholesterol, Alzheimer's, osteoporosis, and other diseases. The only way to maximize profits is to grow the number of people who have those diseases, then sell them more and more treatments. How do you grow the customer base for a disease industry? How do you maximize profits while pretending to be looking for a cure? It's all accomplished with elaborate theater that scams society through a complex sequence of false narratives and public theatrical events. Here's how it works. Number 1. Make sure your treatment drugs don't really work. This keeps people diseased for life, requiring management of their symptoms with expensive drugs that never cure the condition. Number 2. Where possible, make sure your treatments actually cause more disease that must be treated with more drugs. Chemotherapy, for example, causes cancer. Diabetes drugs cause liver damage. Statin drugs cause Alzheimer's. And antidepressant drugs cause diabetes. Number 3. Never talk about how processed food causes all the diseases you're claiming to treat. Don't let the public realize they can prevent cancer or diabetes, for example, by avoiding certain food ingredients, such as high fructose corn syrup. Number 4. Ignore all the causes and cures that already exist. Make sure people don't realize they can often reverse serious degenerative disease with medicinal plants or functional foods. Number 5. Corrupt all the government regulators, academic institutions, and mainstream media, making sure they parrot your drug industry propaganda while censoring all news and information about natural cures. Number 6. Pretend to be looking for a pharmaceutical cure, but ignore all the natural cures that already exist. Number 7. Use a bright color as your branding image. Pink, purple, orange, yellow. Then litter all your events and product endorsements with that color as a form of Pavlovian consumer programming, designed to elicit an immediate, pre-programmed emotional response. Number 8. Earn even more money by licensing your color symbol, pink ribbons, to consumer product companies that manufacture the very products that cause the disease you're claiming to be fighting. Number 9. Get Congress to declare an awareness month for your disease. Use the month to collect more money and recruit more patients into fraudulent treatments that don't work. Number 10. Use emotional sob stories of sick people to manipulate the public into giving up more donations in the imaginary search for the cure. Number 11. Perpetually claim to be close to finding a cure if only we had a few more $1 billion of government funding or public donations. Number 12. Create support groups of emotionally manipulated victims of the toxic disease treatments that you sell. Catapult the propaganda term survivors to create an aura of heroism for those disease victims who submit to the most profitable industry treatments and still somehow survive them. Number 13. Stage highly publicized fundraising events full of sheeple wearing your color symbols as a form of obedient conformity. Convince them to literally run around in circles while handing over donation money to your wealthy nonprofits and greed-driven corporations. Number 14. Portray any critics of this elaborate theater as people who lack compassion or who are standing in the way of medical research. Number 15. When another year goes by and the cure still isn't found, repeat the exact same scam the next year by claiming you just need more money to finally find the cure. Repeat this theatrical performance year after year while collecting billions off the suffering of disease victims who stupidly think the pharmaceutical industry cares about their well-being. That's how every disease industry works today. It's all being run for profit, not compassion. Real cures for all these diseases already exist. They are systematically suppressed by media, government, and powerful corporations. You can only learn about these from independent sources like Natural News. Stay informed and save your own life at naturalnews.com.
Do you know what you're really eating? Food labels don't tell the whole story. There can be heavy metals in your food, pesticides, herbicides, pharmaceuticals. And these are the kinds of chemicals and heavy metals that can promote cancer, diabetes, heart disease, liver failure, kidney disorders, infertility, and even Alzheimer's. I took it upon myself to build this laboratory and then to test hundreds of different foods using state-of-the-art scientific instrumentation. We then published the results in the book on over 800 foods, telling you exactly how much lead and mercury and arsenic they contain, and providing warnings about all the other chemicals and additives that go into your food, usually without your knowledge. If you want the truth about what you're eating or feeding your children, you need to get food forensics. It exposes the truth that both the food companies don't want you to know and the government regulators, the FDA, won't admit.